Ever wished you had a personal assistant but figured you'd need to be some kind of coding genius to build one? Well, guess what? You don't. In the next few minutes, we're going to build a really powerful AI chatbot together. And the best part? We won't write a single line of code. So let's dive right in.
Okay, so here's the game plan. We'll kick things off with the big idea, then we'll grab our free tools. After that, we'll build the bot, step by step, give it some personality, and finally, we'll set it loose. See? Super simple.
All right, first things first. Let's talk about taking that little spark of an idea and turning it into something real, something that actually works. This is where the magic really begins.
I mean, who hasn't, right? An assistant that's on the clock 24/7, never needs a coffee break, and always has the right answer. Look, this isn't some sci-fi dream anymore. It's a real tool, and you're literally about to learn how to build it yourself.
And this is the kind of power we're talking about. Just imagine an assistant that can handle all those repetitive customer questions for you, or maybe it's an instant knowledge base for your team. Or hey, maybe it just frees you up to focus on what really matters. At the end of the day, it's all about amping up your automation and just being way more efficient.
So what exactly are we building here? Well, at its heart, it's just a program that's really good at faking a human conversation. It uses some seriously powerful AI to figure out what someone's asking and then gives them a smart, helpful response all by itself.
So how do we talk to these AIs? It's not with complicated code, it's with prompts. Just plain English instructions. In fact, and this is pretty cool, a prompt almost exactly like this one was used to create the script for this very explainer. Yeah, it's really as simple as just telling it what you want it to do.
Okay, so we've got the idea locked out. Now we just need the right tools to bring it to life. And honestly, this is the best part. The whole creative toolkit you're going to need is simple, super accessible, and yeah, totally free.
Let me just be crystal clear on this, because it's probably the most important thing you'll hear today. You do not need to be a computer scientist. Seriously, if you can write an email, you've got all the skills you need to build a chatbot. No problem.
So this is literally everything you'll need. First, a no-code platform. Think of this as like the visual workshop for your bot. Second, an AI API. That's the brain we're going to plug in. And third, and this is the most important piece of the puzzle, your big idea. What you actually want your bot to do. All right, here we go. This is the main event. We've got the concept, we've got the tools. Now let's actually roll up our sleeves and build this thing. And you're going to be shocked at how fast this goes. The basic setup is incredibly quick. We're not talking about a week-long project here. You can have a working prototype up and running in less time than it takes to make a cup of coffee. For real! So, here's our blueprint. First, you're going to pick your platform. That's your visual workspace. Then, you'll connect the AI brain, which is usually as easy as copy-pasting something. And finally, you give it a mission. What's its job? Is it a sales assistant? An FAQ bot? You decide. Next up, you give it instructions. This is where you feed it all its knowledge and set the rules of the game. Then comes the really fun part. You test it. You actually have a conversation with your new creation, and based on how it answers, you can just hop back in and tweak your instructions. It's this simple, creative back and forth.
Okay, so we've built the engine, but now it's time to give our machine a soul. See, a bot that just spits out facts is, well, it's useful, but a bot with a real personality, that's what makes it memorable. That's what makes people want to talk to it.
So who is your bot going to be? Think about it. Is it a super helpful guide, a funny, witty sidekick, or maybe a straight-laced, formal professional? Its personality should really be an extension of your brand.
Just look at the difference here. On the left, you've got a robot. It's cold, it's generic. On the right, you have an actual experience. It's engaging, it feels like your brand, it almost feels human. And that whole transformation, it just comes down to the words you choose.
So how do you actually do it? It's so easy. You literally just tell the AI what its tone should be in the instructions. You write a nice, warm welcome message. You can even write out custom answers for the questions you know you'll get a lot, just to make sure they're perfect. Oh, and of course, give it a name. That really brings it to life.
You've built it. You've given it a personality. And now, it's time for the grand finale, sharing your new digital team member with the rest of the world.
Let's do it. Let's unleash this thing and put it to work. This is that moment where all your creative work really starts to pay off.
And you've got a ton of options for where to put it. You can pop it right on your website as a little chat bubble, you can hook it into apps like Slack or Messenger, or you could even just use it inside your company as a knowledge base. But remember, launching it isn't the finish line. You'll want to keep an eye on how it's doing and keep making it smarter over time.
And that's it. There you have it. In just a few simple, totally code-free steps, you've created a tool that is absolutely ready to assist your customers, automate those boring tasks, and honestly, probably amaze a few people with how helpful it is.
So, now you have the blueprint. Your very own AI assistant is literally at your fingertips. It's a blank slate, just full of potential. And that leaves us with just one question. What's the very first thing you're going to teach it?